Let me guide you through the essence of this unique Incredibism purchase and usage agreement, which reflects the intersection of artistic integrity and legal protection, crafted to safeguard the rich emotional and intellectual core of each Incredibism artwork. Imagine you're about to acquire an exclusive, one-of-a-kind piece of Incredibism art, a visual manifestation of the artist Ki-hong Kim. Ignaz Ki-hong Kim's Inner World. This agreement serves as a bridge between you and the artist, ensuring that while you become the proud owner of the physical artwork, the deeper layers, its meaning, philosophy, and copyright, remain intimately tied to the artist's creative spirit. Key elements to consider. 1. Transfer of ownership. You'll own the physical artwork, something you can display in your private collection, admire in your home, or share in intimate settings. However, the underlying copyright and the philosophy behind the creation remain with the artist. The connection to the artist's inner world, expressed through ciphertexts, emotional layers, and abstract logic, cannot be replicated, commercialized, or altered without prior consent. 2. Respecting the artistic philosophy. This art isn't just a visual piece. It's a coded journey, an emotional narrative captured in every brushstroke, every embedded cipher, and every swirl of abstract logic. You, as the collector, will have the honor of engaging with this journey, but you must respect its inviolable nature. The philosophies and ciphertexts that define Incredibism are sacred. Attempts to reproduce or commercialize them are prohibited without explicit permission. Usage and display. Your purchase grants you the ability to enjoy this artwork privately, but public exhibitions or commercial displays will require the artist's approval. This ensures the artist retains control over how and where their work is shared with the wider world, preserving the authenticity of its message. 4. Ongoing protection. Should you ever choose to transfer ownership of this Incredibism piece to another individual, the new owner must respect the same conditions outlined in this agreement. This ensures that the integrity of the artwork remains intact, no matter how many hands it passes through. 5. Artistic Integrity Amendment. The Incredibism amendment to this agreement speaks to the very heart of Ki-hong Kim's work. It is a protective vow, guarding the ciphertexts, artistic logic, and deeply personal narratives embedded in the art. These elements are not simply visuals or patterns. They are life codes, emotions, and intellectual expressions that belong solely to the artist. The agreement ensures no one can ever claim to fully grasp or exploit these encoded elements. By entering into this agreement, you're not just buying a piece of art, you're stepping into a collaboration with the artist. You're invited to explore the dimensions and layers within the artwork, all while respecting the unspoken bond that ties it back to its creator. This purchase is more than a transaction. It's an entry into the world of Incredibism, where art, emotion, and intellectual integrity coexist in harmony. And it's our honor to guide you through this acquisition, knowing that you'll cherish the spirit and sanctity of the artwork as much as the artist does. Please feel free to ask any questions before we proceed with this sale. Certainly. Below is the organized and refined version of the art purchase and usage agreement, integrating both the standard terms and the specific Incredibism amendment of artistic integrity for clarity and flow. Art purchase and contract number. Artist Ki-hong Kim. Contact information. Purchaser. Purchaser's full name. Contact information. 1. Purpose of agreement. This agreement is made by Ki-hong Kim, Ignaz Ki-hong Kim, hereinafter referred to as artist, and purchaser's name, hereinafter referred to as purchaser, regarding the purchase and usage of an artwork. The purpose of this agreement is to transfer ownership of the physical artwork to the purchaser while protecting the artist's copyright, artistic philosophy, and usage rights. 2. Artwork information. Title of artwork. Description of artwork. Purchase price. 3. Copyright protection. Ownership of copyright. The copyright to the artwork remains with the artist. The purchaser acquires ownership of the physical artwork only and does not acquire any rights to the copyright. Reproduction prohibition. The purchaser may not reproduce, modify, distribute, or use the artwork for commercial purposes without the artist's prior written consent. Any violation of this clause may result in legal action. 4. Protection of artistic philosophy. Philosophy protection. The purchaser does not acquire any rights to the artist's philosophy, the meaning of the artwork, or the artistic vision behind it. Prohibition on executing the artist's plans. The purchaser may not reproduce or execute any artistic plans or concepts of the artist without prior written approval. 5. Limitations on use of artwork. Personal use limitation. The purchaser may only use the artwork for personal, non-commercial purposes as specified in this agreement. Public display, commercial use, or resale of the artwork requires the artist's written consent. Exhibition limitation. The purchaser must obtain the artist's written consent before displaying the artwork in public exhibitions. 6. Transfer of ownership and ongoing validity. Ongoing validity. In the event that the purchaser sells or transfers the artwork to a third party, the terms of this agreement will remain in effect and will be binding upon the new owner. The new owner must agree to the conditions outlined in this agreement as a condition of the sale or transfer. Notification of transfer. The purchaser agrees to notify the artist in writing of any sale or transfer of the artwork to a third party and to provide the contact information of the new owner to the artist. 7. Confidentiality clause. The purchaser agrees to keep all terms of this agreement confidential and not disclose any details to third parties, except in the case of transferring ownership as outlined in Section 6. 8. Legal recourse for breach. In the event of a breach of this agreement, the artist reserves the right to take legal action. The purchaser, or subsequent owner, will be responsible for any resulting damages. 9. Miscellaneous provisions. Amendments. This agreement may only be amended by a written agreement signed by both parties. Governing law. This agreement will be governed by and construed in accordance with the laws of the state, USA. Any disputes arising under this agreement will be subject to the exclusive jurisdiction of the courts of state, USA. Artist. Date. Purchaser. Date. Incredibism Amendment of Artistic Integrity. 1. Protection of ciphertexts. No individual shall misuse or exploit the ciphertexts embedded within my Incredibism artworks. These ciphertexts are personal extensions of my life patterns, carefully encoded to represent my unique experiences. 2. Prohibition on imitation of artistic logic. No individual shall plagiarize or imitate the logical structures within my Incredibism works. The logic is a reflection of the patterns I alone have encountered and understood. 3. Protection of emotional core. My feelings, as embedded in my works, shall remain untouchable. No one can fully grasp or articulate the depth of emotions intertwined within the layers of my creations. 4. Prohibition on claiming the artist's inner world. No individual shall claim or attempt to express my inner world. While others may observe and interpret, they shall never fully comprehend the emotional core of my work. 5. Artistic integrity. My works, born from my personal narrative, shall remain an unassailable testament to my journey. They are expressions of my singular experience, crafted through Incredibism's unique lens, not to be imitated or misunderstood. Important notes. This contract ensures that the original terms and protections continue to apply even if the artwork is sold or transferred to another party. Please consult with a legal professional to ensure that this agreement complies with state and local laws and is tailored to your specific needs. This organized format streamlines the contract, making it easier to navigate while preserving the core principles of ownership, artistic integrity, and legal protection. It also highlights the specific Incredibism amendments that protect the personal and intellectual aspects of the artwork.